Ready to go live, it seems, between the Kings of Content and Mibr, made in Brazil. We'll see if they get the Kings of Content to come to Brazil.
The old caster start game worked there, Mike.
Hey, I found my start button.
You pressed the button.
Pop the start button.
Oh,
Peepo. Not too started. There we go. Technical pause over. Now it's time to get the action on the way. Let the content flow, folks. Let the content flow. The Kings of Content. They're looking to do it again. Mibr looking for revenge. Looking to make a name for themselves here. And the Ibuypower Mythic Masters. And off we go.
Jumping into round number one. Woody, Jota, Turtle, and Bolts charging down towards the A-ramp. Everyone heading that way. Now they're going to pause for a moment. Tarek peeks around, sees the bodies, and calls for reinforcements. Because that's going to be a bit difficult for him to deal with by his lonesome. As Tarek continues to wait here. Peeking around that corner. Mibr stalled out as well. Flashbang going to get thrown. Here's the peek from Kings of Content. Another flash thrown in return. Now Stewie blinded. Going to have to try and recover, and he can't. Turtle gets the opener. And now Bolt's dropping rush. Only 3 bodies left for Kings of Content. And Mibr have a 2-man advantage.
Oh. Bolt. Tag on through. This is not looking good. For the Kings of Content, they are getting mowed right off. Bolt somehow surviving, just limping on through. Just a shred of health to his name, and Breezy will face the firing squad head on. A clean pistol round for Mibr. They have rocked on through. They have secured it. They're going to take that one straight to the bank.
Yeah, they can't be disappointed with that kind of start. Not losing a single body. Bolts with the 3K. That's a player you really want to see a little bit more of. Obviously, yesterday it was Exit, and typically over the last month before this started, before the Ibuypower Mythic Masters got underway, he was their top frag, or near it, at 314 frags and a plus 39 kill to death differential, along with the ADR of 87.4. So both certainly capable. We all continue to step up his game and build off of a very nice pistol round. Tarek and the rest of the Kings of Content are going for the full-on save here, Mike.
All right, USP firing squad. How are they going to convert this? They're going to chase on down. They got a player tucked in the corner. Can't get away. Utility's trying to come out. Jota, though. That's some damage through. He's down to his own pistol, and he's still making it work. Jota coming away with 3, getting the rifle reloaded. He'll have that in the next round, but obviously it was the USP here on the secondary that helped him polish off the round. Had some support from a teammate. So no problem there. And Mibr, they're cruising to the early lead. Rifles out though, John. Now's where things get spicy.
Yeah, a little bit limited on the utility on the Kings of Content side. Only 3 flashbangs. They do have smokes across the board. And 3 incendiaries to work with, but they're already going to have to mitigate some of that. Get some control of the map and hold off and have exactly that. Good smoke thrown down towards mid, and the other one at ramp. Stewie gets taken down to 25, though. I believe that was Woody doing the damage. Just spamming on through the smoke, and Mibr once more off to a good start into this round. See that damage done? They have a bit of an edge for themselves.
A little bit of clearance coming in towards mid. Tarek will back away from this. Trading utility. You can see that. They've given it up. They've given up the ankle. Alright. Okay. So much space given over in towards mid. No information here for the Kings of Content. This is going to make it very risky for the B player, and the B player's being encircled. Stewie's coming back to it, but he's been tagged down. Now he's vulnerable. He sees the utility coming through, and Breezy's just been told, hey, bud, things might get rough. But he's found the bomb! Breezy! Here's the path through troubled waters. He finds one. He's looking for more. Could he get it? No. There. He's there for his target. Ooh, they're running out of bodies. Somehow they're pulling these out even. The fights did not look favorable, but it's left to Woody and Turtle. And unfortunately, the bomb that they've got to play off of. Rush made an audio cue. They know he's here. Woody knows he's got to look both ways. He's got a teammate to play off of, but he's going to be able to turn for the second. Well played from Mibr to avoid that getting out of hand.
Nicely done. Yeah, Bolts in particular coming through there to get one. He does go down to Tarek, but still did the damage he had to relieve a little pressure off of that B site. So, Kings of Content unable to come out with anything in that buy round. Will they force up here? Well, Tarek had enough to get a scout and still stay around 1.8k, so I think that's why he bought that. Everyone else sticking on the pistols. 2 Deagles, 1 P250. Make that 3 Deagles and 1 P250. Mibr. Taking it slow here, not too many very quick executes, which is a good sign. You don't want to get too antsy on that A-ramp. You can easily walk into a meat grinder. Tarek, going to peek after that Molotov, disappears, and he does see a body. Next on Turtle, but doesn't get the frag. Jota spots out one as well, and they know that there are a couple people here. Let's see if they can continue pushing it. They do. Woody, headshot on Rush. 5v4 for Mibr.
Okay, blinded. Tarek still walking away from that one with a kill. Deagle raining through, and it's Bolts trying to clean up this particular mess. He's got exit close at hand, but oh, what a timing on a big Stewie! Only one! Oh! Collins right behind him. Scout in play, and now everything falls to Jota. I'm working on that one. Say it again for me, John.
Jota.
Jota. Okay, you
Yeah.
know what? I can do that. I just have to keep it in mind. Jota. All right. We're locking it in here, folks. Dialing it on into my brain. Burning it in there. But my... again. Oh, the timing! Jota not able to deal with Fallen. Didn't have his gun out at all. That is many kills with the scout. For the professor. He's pulling them all through. He's teaching these young bucks. Actually, not so young bucks on the other side.
Yeah.
How to make things happen.
I mean, it's interesting, right? Sorry, go ahead, Mike.
I was going to say, I think his team might actually be the younger bucks, him excluded. Let's see.
It's about the same. It's honestly about the same.
Oh, yeah.
Average age is 24.
Okay.
Average age is 24 for both squads.
There you go.
Yeah.
Wow, Derek is only 25. He's 23. Major winner. One of the best North American players. 23. The youth. Easy too. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, 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 John.
They're good.
They're good. Gamers. Grinders. Just always forget sometimes how young people in the scene are. Taking a little bit of a duel here. Oh, he's been spotted though. Breezy doing a good job of playing this as the B anchor. He's still alive somehow. They'll try and get a smoke down. Exit's not going to allow him to escape, but Breezy still performs admirably in a tough position to maximize impact out of the spot. They're going to back right out of this. They don't fancy their chances here, and it's a good idea because look at this rotation. 3 players were close at hand to deal with a potential B push. And instead, they might just reroute. No, they want to come back. Just long enough to let the doubt creep into their minds, but Mibr have not tipped their hand just yet.
They're taking their time. Oh, Rush is watching for this, though. Mibr losing other bodies. This will be a very tall task to get back to this A site. Rush, yep, there's the frag, but Woody immediately trades it. That will help a lot. 2v3 instead of a 2v4, and Woody's going to charge on forward. Time is ticking. Only 18 seconds left on the clock. Woody goes down to Fallen, who is ready and waiting, and you're absolutely right, Mike. That is it. Exit on the other side of the map. It will be 3-2.
It's time for Mibr to make an exit from this round. See if they can't keep this AK alive. They can, because no one from Kings of Content is close. And they have no idea where he is. So it's hard to hunt if you have no idea where your opponent is. Kings of Content are getting very content to take that one through. Bring it back to just within 1. Fallen! You talked about him wanting, to take it seriously, and I think he made that point several times, but he is seriously hitting right now with whatever scoped weapon he finds himself with.
Oof. Well, you love to see it. The offer.
Love to see it.
Up to 6.
Tarek on a FAMAS here? Was that carried over? Did he have to use it? He's got money. Just feeling FAMASy.
He likes the FAMAS.
Well, he's wrong. It's terrible. No.
You know, I was watching chat yesterday, and Slove said, I think it was after the matches we were covering was over. I can't remember. Either way, he said that the FAMAS burst fire from 1.6 was amazing, and it really was. The FAMAS was incredible back then.
Well, that's the way they should buff the FAMAS, because it doesn't need a big buff. It doesn't need a big buff. Like, it occupies a good place within the meta. But if you just made that burst fire a teensy bit more viable, it would encourage it to be used sometimes. Whereas right now, there is no context in which you should use the FAMAS burst. Ooh, there's also no context in which you should die right there to a bunch of pistols. This could be problematic. Admittedly, it is actually the rifle that gets the kill, but they've got to be careful. You don't want to feed too many guns on over to Mibr, and right now, the only one that's dropped can't really be recovered. He realizes there's an elbow tucked in that corner just in time, and now it's left to Woody and Turtle to try and salvage something out of this round. Turtle, though, finding his comrades. AK will make some noise, but it's noise that ultimately is going to be deafened by the booming thunder of an AWP. The Kings of Content poised to tie this up, and Woody has a decision to make about what he wants to do to try and somehow scrape a bomb plant out of this round. 25 seconds on the clock. He'll inch forward. There's no real reason to save this gun, and so he will not. In fact, he will die.
This feels a lot like the Fallen that we saw at IEM Fall when he was dropping those bodies with the AWP on Vertigo. Alrighty. Good sign for the Kings of Content as they tie it up at 3. Mibr will be back to their full-on buy, though, with 4 AKs. And, well, I say full-on buy, but I think Exit's stuck on the Deagle. Didn't have enough to afford the rifle. See if he'll be able to still do the damage. Probably will be a tip of the spear and hope that he'll be traded out by his teammates. Well, that said, Rush is going to charge forward. He gets tagged by Jota. Not sure if Jota knew he was there, if he was just spamming the smoke, but either way, damage done both ways.
Do you think if Jota has the Deagle in his hand, he's Ota Jota? Jota?
I mean, sure, Mike. Why not?
I don't think that works at all. I don't think that works at all.
I don't think it does.
Maybe Kyoto Jota.
That would work.
That would have to work.
Yes.
Yeah. 'Cause otherwise, I think it's just like one Jota, which doesn't make any sense. Just out here butchering languages I don't speak. I apologize. My Portuguese, my BR Portuguese is somehow even more limited. But Jota's not limited in this round, and he's got support from both as well. Now they've got a sight, and there's a pinch on in. Jota takes another. The sight's ripped wide open. This round is over. The Kings of Content, they may not know it just yet, but they have been locked out of victory here. There's control down at the bottom of the steps. There's a bomb planted. And now MIBR should be just about ready to secure a retake of the lead. Rush and Fallen just have to keep their guns alive. There's no sense throwing these rifles away in a rather hopeless situation.
Yeah, and one thing for Jota is he didn't have a stellar performance yesterday, but before getting into this tournament, he had actually only played 3 matches, or 3 maps even, with this Mibr roster. So he's still trying to find his rhythm. He's actually one of the top frags over the last month. If you look at his stats going back to Bravos, he had a plus 43 kill to death differential and a KDR 1.15, along with 25 3-kill plus rounds, including 6 4Ks and an ace. So he's definitely got that mechanical skill, but it's not always about that, right? Especially when you join a new team, you have to find your role and find your rhythm. And this was just really nice going into the bomb site to get those 2 frags. This one in particular just pretty much ending the round.
So limited buy in this one. Tarek just rocking the Deeg. But what is better content than a Deeg clip? Oh, never mind. He's got a rifle. Flash rifle? There's a rifle. Okay. It was there the whole time. Never mind. Holland. He's past the nade. Somehow dodges all of this utility. And there is a lot of it from both sides. Now he's got an angle with the AWP. They're trying to threaten. He's looking for this. No, spam just yet. Just pepper down. Just make it a little more dangerous. This is how he feels alive. He continues to get tagged. So calm. Despite the damage he's taken, despite the pressure that he's under. 5 and out with that AWP. And now he'll have to back away. Just too many smokes. No chance to get the vision there. He will eventually give up the chase, give up the hunt. But this is a lot of map control denied to Mibr.
Yeah, they're pretty much resetting at this point. Now Woody might be poking out. They do have a couple of players out towards the B stairs, but they haven't really been able to get up them, and even if they poke their heads up, they got 2 players waiting on the other end. In fact, the map control is looking fantastic for Kings of Content with both Tarek and Fallen pushing up towards elevators, and they're going to go into T-spawn. This is really bad for MIBR because it's a strong read for Kings of Content. Oh, Woody, nice headshot popping around that corner to drop Stewie. Okay, MIBR. Maybe Woody can get a second one. The rest of the team can push on forward towards the left side. Oh, good flashbang thrown, but Rush can't capitalize. Woody finds him too. Finally a response and more. Tarek gets the 2K exit response and a 3v2 in favor of MIBR. Fallen and Breezy still standing. Breezy can't do anything. It's Jota to punish him, and it's all up. The Brazilian, Fallen, gets one on Woody, looking for the second, but cannot find it. Exit wins the round for MIBR, and they've got a 5th.
Okay, MIBR making it work here on Vertigo in a big way. Some nice kills coming through from Woody as well. Making it happen, making it possible for the squad. Making it come on through. So a 2-round advantage now, and economy shattered for the Kings of Content. They should have a chance to build up more. To MIBR, the Brazilian squad looking like they are well placed now. Just have to avoid any odd pistol rounds in this nature for a long way to help them out. They're already stopping. Up and Bolts is going to feast.
Okay.
Threw in the tenderizer. Now he's ready for the finish blows, and he's got it. It's the full anti-eco ace. Bolts chewing through them, making some money, and padding those stats.
That's a good way to secure 100 plus ADR.
Yeah.
Oh my, 12 and 5 now. Leads the charge on both sides. And with MRBR doubling up on Kings of Content, this is an excellent start to Vertigo for them. You can see why they wanted to pick it. Still have a long journey towards victory though. As Derek's going to get the opener, and Breezy finds another one. Turtle did get a frag in there, so at least it's only a man advantage if you're MIBR. They're going to need to find a response in some space here. Jota might push into the B side, which has kind of been vacated a little bit by Kings of Content, but there's still a couple of players towards mid that can rotate back here, Mike.
A little boost up to peer in towards the scaffold. They will abandon it. We see anything. Wow, Breezy! Oh, caught wide out in the open. Had no idea Jota had been able to work his way up so close. And that makes life so very difficult. Yes, they're only one man down, but awkward spray for Jota. Fortunately, his teammates get everybody immediately afterwards, and that will be fine. Bolts and Woody see that through. Jota, I don't know what happened there, but that one got away from him.
Oh, it really did. I can't really think of an explanation either. Just, didn't really have his spray control down. As Woody, yeah, you see Woody here get that off. Right, good job by MIBR to pull that one back though, as the Kings of Content could not shut them down on that take. And in particular, Bolts, who I did call out at the beginning, saying he might need to be a little bit better to help MIBR secure the win. And well, he's answered that call so far.
14 and 5. Obviously, 5 of those coming in an anti-eco.
Yeah,
you still got to hit it. Scaffolding boost not paying out. Once again, Molotov into Cement is going to put them on some degree of notice that there might be players coming around. Deegs are at hand, but can they connect? Trying to avoid getting caught out by those Molotovs, and that's going to clear a ton of space for MIBR to work with. Well, they haven't found the damage yet, but it's only a matter of time, and they are bringing focus, they are bringing attention on towards this site, but again, it is just the pistols arrayed against them, so even if there's mad attention coming through here, what are they going to do about it? Direct against one, a second as well, he's looking for the third. Yeah, it'll be Bolts instead to clear this out, and this round, it should be largely secure. Especially secure now.
Yeah, it's, well, look, we can never say it's over, right?
Over.
Okay, now it's over.
It's pretty over.
Derek was still alive. It wasn't over yet. But now he goes
pretty
down.
over.
Jota with a nice 3K, but of course in the anti-eco. But the thing is for MIBR, great news for them is that they didn't let that 2-16 loss phase them at all. They jumped right back in here. A confident pick on Vertigo, a map they have not yet played as a unit, this new unit anyway. against anyone. And, I mean, it's a good benchmark, I guess, to play up against the Kings of Content with this stacked roster. .140 on the clock here, heading into round number 12. Turtle has already moved his way into scaffolding, so he has an advantage if anyone decides to peek out here for the Kings of Content, but no one is really hanging around those back halls. Stewie was thinking about it, but I think a flashbang may have been thrown in there, kind of deterring him and forcing him back. Fallen will regain that space, though. Has a chance to hit the shot, and he will not miss it. Turtle is dropped, and Woody also engaging. In the meantime, does go down to 37. Showtime! Will he be able to connect again? There's only one. Stewie trades him out immediately.
Oh. Nicely done. Fallen. Looking for a fight here. He is low. Stray bullet could catch him off, but there's no utility to do. What? Woody! Finds it instead. Overkill with the AWP. Doesn't need to be a stray bullet. It's a very directed bullet. Very precision bullet. Looking for a little bit more. Still need to work their way on in towards the site. Deep smoke might just deny this. 35 seconds. Time is starting to become a major issue for MIBR. They need to make their move. They can't rotate.
No utility.
They got no information about what's going on the flank, and yeah, now they're depleted on the nades. Another smoke's going to come down from the Kings of Content, and at this point, MIBR, their biggest enemy isn't Kings of Content, it's the clock. 20 seconds to go. They need to just hit some serious shots, get this one through, and Bolts is going to get caught. That's the Vanguard out of play. Exit next to follow. This round's over. It's done. It's dusted. Woody just has to be careful not to die after the timer, and he's bailing. 6 seconds. It's over.
I mean,
is he going to get clocked? Don't go for the peek. Don't you do it, Woody. No, he won't.
Even if he does, he has 12k, right? He's not going to be in too bad of a shape. But yeah, you don't want to have to sacrifice economy for no reason whatsoever. Good hold by Kings of Content towards A. Finally having an answer to that push by Jota, who only gets one and then done. So, Kings of Content up to 4. Still a good half for MIBR, but certainly you want to see more from them. To continue this run, and they will have, as mentioned, plenty of economy to buy up back into this round. 4 AKs, and Woody has got that op in his hands, carried over into this round. Excuse me, no, he brought the AK. Yeah, he had to rebuy that op. So he drops the AK for his teammate and brings the op into this round. Jota engaging a little bit from that A ramp, just trying to make some noise with utility. In the meantime, Turtle is eking his way in towards mid. He drops the bomb for his teammate, because if he goes down here with it, that would be problematic. He will go down. Fallen finding him. But after going for cover, he's going to leave Stewie behind to engage with anyone else that comes forward, because his position was compromised.
Very wisely gives up the space.
Yeah.
There was an op waiting on the other side. Couldn't have known that, but no reason to repeat. You already got the advantage, so just walk back. No problem. What do MIBR do to try and open this on up? They're hoping Jota's going to be able to get them another opener here. He's done a lot of this towards the B side. He's been a dangerous presence, and Breezy has had his hands full. Smoke drop. Breezy backs away from the danger panel. And it is going to be Jota, who might be going for a little bit of a risky peek around the smoke. Is he going to like jump it? What's he doing?
I don't know. I like it, though.
I don't know if I like it yet. I need to see what he actually does. Okay, he's just walking forward. Now he's got the spacing. Breezy's been caught out by this before, not realizing he was there. Can Jota see the edge of that barrel? No. God, that should be the punish. Breezy does get one, but still it's traded, so advantage taken back for MIBR. They've got the numbers evened up now, and the plant will go down. That can't be denied. Molly is in too late. And Exit even gets one with his own Molotov. It's all on to Stewie. Mr. 2K trying to find 3. Creep around the corner, but this is the first test, and it's not a test. He can pass. Exit escorts him from the server, and MIBR find 9 rounds.
Yeah, Exit, who's been quiet so far on Vertigo, gets himself a 3K and looks good in the process, especially on that last one, as he ensured that Stewie was not able to take a single step onto the bomb site proper. MIBR not phased at all again by that round victory for Kings of Content, because the round victories have been few and far between, and Kings of Content haven't really been able to string a win streak together. Their economy is still not in position to buy up here. And you see Stewie forcing up the AWP, so it's a hero op coming through. Maybe he can do some damage. No. Nothing. Deleted in the first 10 seconds. I think Rush is trying to retrieve it here.
Even a nade in. Turtle is low, but Jota has gotten around the corner, as he is so good at doing. Just continues to press on in towards the site, and he does this again and again, opening things up. This round it's just against the pistols, but the positioning still good. The space gained enormous. And the 10 rounds, the double digits here, magnificent. This was 3-3 once upon a time. And then the MIBR just turned on the afterburners and left Kings of Content eating their dust.
I mean, we had some questions, right, after we saw what happened yesterday, thinking, all right, this is an MIBR squad. MIBR's been a prestigious organization for quite some time. You want to see them find that success, and here, well, they've certainly kicked it up a notch. Like you said, Mike, they are going to, well, try to make it 11-4 here on their T side, heading into CT. That Molotov will force the smoke to be thrown by Breezy, but Tarek spots out Jota through the grate. And that will be the opening frag. Kings of Content. Maybe a second? No. Bolts ensures that it's only one, and he trades it on back. 4v4. Has to take a lot of damage to get that. But Turtle managed to creep around this smoke. Brazy was waiting for it, and he will drop it.
So an advantage found for Kings of Content as they try and claw back a 5th round here. Give them something to build upon into the second half. And, well, still alive. Bolts has been a monster, but this time it's Woody to do it. 1 for 1. Not exactly what he was hoping for. So an advantage still in the favor of Kings of Content. These remaining 2 players, they are pushed up by the stairs. They've been spotted. That's information gained. Breezy trying to hold them at bay. He's got support coming in. And Breezy will do it all himself. Ooh. Who needs support with shots like that? It is going to be 5-10 as we head into the half. MIBR, a massive lead, to be fair, but Kings of Content just enough to give us a show in the second half.
Yeah, honestly, that last round is just what happens sometimes when you're playing against players this caliber. Those individual efforts will just overwhelm you. But I do like the way MIBR played on their T side. There was no panic. They weren't trying to go for some quick rushes, ill-advised rushes off ramp, which can be really tempting on Vertigo. Instead, they take their time, they use their utility very well, and they come out with the results they were looking for.
Well, of course they're not going for rush. He's on the other team. He also... Why in that first out? But, you know, plenty of time to change that here. Plenty of time to change it on up. Molotov in for the back of the cement bags. You know, apart from the scaffolding boost, we haven't really seen anything too wild from the Kings of Content.
No, we need more content.
Maybe they need to be up for the content to be going in. That obviously hasn't happened in a very long time. Or at all this map, actually, now that I think about it. I think they've, at best, tied the scoreline. Bomb going down here. Fallen, at least having that now to defend. They do it while the smokes are still up. Gives them a curtain to play behind and reposition. That does make the retake a touch more difficult. 1 flashbang still remaining on the MIBR side, and a smoke to get them forward and into it. Maybe isolate these fights. Fallen cannot connect on the head, and Woody will regain. Health is not great. Body shot starting to become a bit more impactful, perhaps, but still being chased on in. 1-for-1 exchange here. And a tap onto the bomb. The player pulled off, and the damage was done. Now they're going to tap back on, and Tarek's got the lineup. No problem here. They are being policed from the cement bags, and this round is going to be claimed by hook or by crook, by bomb explosion, or by pistol kills. Bolts. He will at least keep himself alive, protect that armor, protect that KD, but he cannot protect the round.
Yeah, nice job by Kings of Content to get a bomb plant like that down in that position, because it's very easy to defend, especially with the limited utility on pistol round. And they do exactly that. So Kings of Content jump right back into the action, get a round victory on the board, kick things off in the second half, and they are up to 6. MIBR, well, they want to challenge immediately. They're not going to wait 1 round, no save in sight, forcing up 2 Deagles, 2 5.7s, and the FAMAS in Bolt's hands. And Bolt's is far and away their best player, of course. He's assisted by that anti-ego ace to get up to this point, but yeah, he's 20 frags on the board. Jota is creeping up on him, though. He had some impressive entries on his T side. He gets to 17. Rush has been quiet, though. Looking at the other side on Kings of Content, but Fallen and Tarek have not, along with Breeze had a nice break at the end of the first half. But let's get into the action here. 1:21 on the clock, round number 17. Rush posting up towards that A ramp, but Kings of Content haven't really made a move yet.
No. Been rather slow. A minute still on the clock. Now they make the move. Oh, what was that for exit? I don't even think he saw him. I think that was just a timing. But Bolt is going to get one in the gap on the smoke, and now things are getting very dangerous indeed. Surely a player has to be cleaned out at some point, but no, they're still failing to find these kills. Eventually, Tarek brings that one through. They do have the rifle advantage, but again, they're continuing to get peppered down along these sight lines. MIBR preventing them from even planting the bomb here, and Bolts finds one more. Oh no, this is all falling apart. While they're trying to survive, they can do no such thing. The round is snatched, stolen away, ripped apart by MIBR, and not even a bomb was planted here, John.
Oh, the FAMAS is it's the new M4, Mike, I guess.
I mean, goodness gracious. It wasn't just about the FAMAS, the Deagles as well. They just got so much damage in the sightlines and through the smokes.
Not to mention Woody, just the drive-by 5-7 headshots, right? That was really well done to shut down any hope of the Kings of Content coming out with the round victory. And that's an important one. Kings of Content get the pistol round, trying to build a little bit of momentum, but MIBR say, no, we are shutting you down on any attempt to get into this B site. Well played. Now the Kings of Content are going to force up and turn, as MIBR have upgraded two A1Ss, the Galil from the previous round, the A4, and Turtle uses that A4 to take the head clean off of Stewie. Turtle spotting out Fallen, asks for reinforcements, and Woody will oblige. He finds the second of the round. Breezy, trying to get that opener over on exit, and he will be looking to move his way on into that site. Maybe a plant going to come through here.
Rush. Oh. Okay, it's going to be Bolt instead who gets the action going. Rush, this would be a heck of a time for him to step up. Wake up. There we go. Body shots with the Deag. It takes many more at this point. But it will be Turtle. Put him down. Tarek looking to try and keep this bomb ticking along, but he's gone to the P250 to do so. Able to withdraw, but he can't get away. Bolts chases. Will not let him slip the noose. That is going to be MIBR doubling up their opponent's scoreline, taking 12 rounds here. And they are looking good. The rifles are now in. It's going to need to be another eco, presumably, for the Kings of Content, though the bomb plant will give them a chance to invest a little bit into this round. But this is starting to become a map where we're just not seeing much of a path back in for the KOC. I nearly said the COK. It's a very different thing, John.
Yeah. Very, indeed, but...
it still sounds the same if you pronounce it phonetically, but
it
does. Evokes a very different thing in your brain.
Yes, it does. So, Kings of Content, like you said, it's going to be a tall hill to climb here. They definitely have the talent and the firepower to achieve it. The problem is their economy is not doing too great, and falling at $0, not really saving in this round. Wow.
Turtle just walks in.
I mean, look, if you're making those types of aggressive plays and they're working... I don't know. It gets even worse for Kings of Content. Exit's going to get the headshot over on Breezy. And now, Kings of Content being held back for some great utility usage on MIBR's end. It continues on over from that T side. The utility was great. This time, it's on the defense,
Flanked.
holding them back. And then the flank is going to come through from Woody.
Oh,
he sees the gun.
On his pistol. He certainly got that. I thought even might try something here. No, they're going to come back in. They have to clear him. They know it, and Woody will feast one after another. Just num, 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 num. Tasty ecos. Num, 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 like popcorn. It's just great. So, what I will say is it's kind of interesting. The Kings of Content feel like they're very committed to trying this B approach lately, right? And I think part of it's that they've been having a lot of success getting the bomb to a planting position. They have not had much success with the post plant, though. That's where the challenge has come in.
Well, I mean, and they won their pistol on the A site, so you'd think they'd want to try hitting that again. Maybe they will this time. They have the rifles back in their hands, of course, with 3 AKs and the Galil. Fallen settling for the Deagle once more. And Rush is going to eat a nade. Only goes down to 74, so not too worse for the wear. Not much presence from MIBR towards mid, so that will give a chance to push up, and Tarek capitalizes with the headshot on Bolts. He looked away for a moment, the timing in Tarek's favor. Now they're going to pincer on into exit. He drops, and the B site is free and clear for a bomb plant.
All right, bomb down would be a heck of a time to start to find the rally. But a big rush kill might just deliver them the path. And okay, it's going to be a save. MIBR doesn't like the way things look. They say, you know what, we've got a massive lead. There's no real reason to force the issue here. Yeah, we've got some cash stowed away, but it's going to be first round loss bonus. That's not appetizing. Just go ahead and lick our wounds here. We could drop some guns over, get the op out if we want, and then have a really good buy going into the next.
Yeah, no, it makes sense to go for this save. As you're on your CP side, like you said, you have a big lead. Build up that economy, make sure it doesn't get out of control, and bringing 3 rifles on forward certainly can't hurt. Especially considering the Kings of Content were posted up on that site with 5 players. It's not the easiest path forward. Alrighty, MIBR. Still looking to get that 14th round under their belts, and because they saved the rifles, that means they'll have a full-on buy-up again here. Looking over at the Kings of Content, don't have the op out, but they got 3 AKs, a Galil, and the A1S, and they were able to build up some economy for themselves with that round. All 5 players surviving, of course. Woody's going to toss him utility immediately down towards that ramp. Stewie responding in turn. Oh, Stewie loves the Molotov.
Cue the replay! Cue the replay! Awkward. Yeah, that's the face of someone feeling rather sheepish right now, not having a map when it comes to the Molotovs, I guess.
Camera's always on the players that miss the utility, isn't it?
Funny how that works out.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it's not. Maybe people just miss the utility way more often, and we just don't see it most of the time.
That could be it too.
Somehow I don't think so.
To be fair, corners are weird in Counter-Strike for utility.
They are. That's very true. You're like, my pixel was definitely on the air, but okay. Go off, random pixel. That's 5 inches off of the corner. Stewie trying to get the entry here for the team. Gonna pop up above the lip, but oh no! Jota finds the perfect timing. This guy has been so good at just finding the right moment to come around the corner, and that is another prime example. He lines up 3 huge kills. And gets information on the 4th as well. I mean, that's the kind of individual play that just completely upsets around, and there we go. It comes to pass. MIBR find 14 off of Jota's timing.
Yeah, that's the star power that we were expecting to see from Jota when they picked him up on this MIBR roster. Actually took a little bit longer for Jota to join up on the squad. They had a replacement very briefly from the MIBR Academy roster, BRN, who was there while they were trying to sort things out for Jota. And maybe it was just a contract thing because Woody and Turtle joined on October 8th and Jota picked up on October 18th. So he missed a little bit of time finding the rhythm and understanding the strats that MIBR was running. But now he's back with his former teammates, doing quite well against the Kings of Content. Rush going to get the opener, though. That's not too shabby. And Stewie can get a follow-up as well. He does. That clears up a lot of space towards A.
That is encouraging as well. Still in here to get the juices flowing late. I mean, it would just be nice if they could get a little bit of a run back here on Vertigo, even if they can't ultimately convert it, just to get some spice going for the fight in the next. You know? Bring it into it. You feel good about it. Jota, though. 21st kill of the game. 21 rounds have been played, so he's rocking a killer round. Only Bolts is outpacing him in the server with 24. So Jota has been putting in work here for the squad.
That's what they want, though, in MIBR. Jota and Bolts.
Yeah.
They're fraggers.
Absolutely. Neither picking up the AWP either. Heavily reliant on the rifle exit. Locking down the fort. He's closed the security doors. He's got them trapped on in here with him. But, you know, security doors, maybe they were there for a reason. Jota back on in. Should be dead. He is indeed, but it's upset the clutch. Woody and Fallen. Fallen bomb trying to bait out the response, and he does it. Experience plays through. An 8th round at the least found for the Kings of Content. And an AWP as a prize at the tail end as well.
Not too shabby. Fallen isolating both players quite well in the 1v2, ensuring that the Kings of Content will at least keep MIBR off of map point for one more round. And let's not forget the work done by Stewie and Kings of Content towards that A site to really split the difference between MIBR and force them to focus on both bomb sites without much information. Bolt's going to get the opener here, though. Tarek goes down. That's a very quick 5v4. Not sure where that happened, Mike. At the end of the day, Fallen, along with Stewie and Breezy, are going to move up the ramp. That was at mid, according to the Observer. Thank you, Ches. But either way, MIBR is going to be defending this A site with 3 players.
John, it is something that Ches said. Can we trust it?
I don't know.
Can we
That's
trust
true.
it? It is hard to trust it sometimes. Bolt, we're going to get a follow-up here. They're looking for map point. Turtle might just be able to look at him. I think it's one. But Fallen making some noise here. Doesn't want to be out of this one just yet. He might have just dragged it back within the realm of possibility. Look at the health, though. Look at the health. They've got a minute. The bomb needs to be recovered. It's up on the lip. The smoke's down to recover it now, but they better go if they're going to do it. As that smoke fades, it's going to become very tough indeed. Fallen's got it. That precious partial at C4. He will drop this down, but he wants to get away because he knows that nade. Oh, wouldn't do him in. Well done to Dodge, recognizing the situation. And they're just going to bail out to the rotate? They're going to bail out to the rotate. It's the correct read, but they've got to make a lot of noise in doing so, and so MIBR can react and respond. And it was
I think they're faking it. Yeah.
It was a fake all along, using those audio cues to draw away exit. Recognizing the possibility, it will just be Woody on the site, but Woody, with the AWP and the USP, isn't the best equipped player to polish off these wounded ducks over on the Kings of Content side, and they're clearing this out.
He knows they're hurt.
12 seconds. Oh, what a play from Rush! The boost up! The baller boost! That bomb's going down, and now, even with the wounded players, Exit has to pull off a 1v2 clutch. Not an appetizing prospect. They have lost control of this round. Still does have a smoke and a flash to make this happen. Doesn't have a kit. Might be retrievable close at hand. He's found the first. He just wants to do it with the gun. Baiting Fallen to come around. Trying to coax him on in, and there's the tap. To put the mental pressure on for Fallen, and he's got it. Exit pulls off a 1v2 against storied opposition to find the round, to find the defuse, to find map point.
That's unbelievable. Well played for Exit. The mind game's very effective. Tapping the bomb, knowing that Fallen would have to commit because that smoke was up just to peek at Prod and see if he was actually sticking the defusal. After that, well, it's MIBR on to map point. Fallen had a couple of really nice op frags there, though, honestly, and the jumping headshot with the Galil from Rush to even make this bomb plant possible. But at the end of the day, MIBR and Exit out of their plans. So, we jump in to round number 24. 7 chances for MIBR to close this one out. A little more separated in terms of the rounds than I honestly expected, but Bolt is going to try and spam through, and Tarek on the boost gets one. Jota and Turtle rating right there for 3 responses. Breezy's trying to fight for his life here. He knows he's surrounded. Can he escape? He does, thanks to Rush coming to support.
What?
And Breezy gets Jota! 2v1? I don't know.
How is this all falling apart at once? Exit's going to get a replay here. They're like, yeah, that was a good clutch. That was a good do it again. Do it again this time. They have full health. Hard mode, right? He cleared the last level, so they upped the difficulty on him. Oh, he might just have the right read, though. He might just have the right play. No one's watching for this. No one's watching for this. Now they're checking, but he's still got the kill. He's got the shot. He's good for it. And that bomb going down, he has a very good idea of where Rush is. He's trying to isolate the potential angles. Where could Rush have slipped to in that time? Have a lot of time to play off the clock. Still doesn't have a kit either, but he's got his shot! Back-to-back 1v2s for Exit to seal the deal here on Vertigo. Clutch in his veins. And Exit will shepherd them through to an early series advantage. Nicely done.
Yeah, I mean,